Alrighty. I gotta lock in. Okay. My channel. Time to send the case to everybody. Send this case to everybody. We are gonna send copy. We're gonna send it. To here. We're gonna send it to here. And add the get notifications. Oh yeah. We getting this out of here. We having people watching this stream for me to lock in. One can only presume this is the most unfortunate coincidence. Meanwhile, you say you were not in your room, Mr. SHAM Sphere. Twas the following one when I did awaken that I learned of the dire event. Mary, what a commotion did the officers of the law make on a floor above mine. And Sosuke Sam was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. As suspected, there is nothing connecting these two witnesses but happenstance. It's true, it does seem as though they're unrelated at first glance, but I'm not so sure. There's something lurking in the shadows here. I feel certain of it, and this is my one and only chance to expose it. Hey, counsel, you may now cross-examine these two witnesses if you wish. Yes, my lord. Okay. Time to lock the frick in. The evening of 17th February. It was 6 days ago, at about 5 p.m. I was walking along in the snow when I was suddenly stabbed in the back. I don't think this is the one. Coincidentally, it happened to be just outside the house where the men inside have their lodgings. Okay, maybe this one has. What were you doing there that day, though? What do you mean? The art school you said, what's it called? Ah, yes. It's the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts. Did I just say a slur? According to Mr. Sholmes, that is just in the vicinity of Brixton Road. Which is some 10 stops away from the scene of the underground. Welcome to the underground. I believe you mentioned before that you also live on Brixton Road, isn't that right? So why then would you have been walking along Briar Road in the middle of the East End? Well, because, oh yes, of course. I thought it might make a nice picture. This is a student of art. City-dwelling artists can all paint grand urban pieces. That's right. I happen to like the crumbling look of that part of town. Perhaps quaint would have been a less grating to crumbling, yeah. He's definitely hiding something. Uh-oh. She's trying to hide why she was there that evening. It must mean a plan to know. Put a container in the fridge. That's a cold case. Holy crap. Don't roam. No! We got both the mods here. What the bruh? And you, Mr. Shamsphere, on the evening of the incident 6 days ago. Something Kanye would rap probably. Put a container in the fridge. That's a cold case. That's true. That's true. Would be my pleasure, sire. This guy is so cringe. What the bruh? I was at the tavern of the eve in which thou speakst before I had a bed spoke my supper. He has a huge lisp. It was the first time. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so I did that one. Okay, time for me to press this guy. Tavern, you say? Which one? 'Twas the slug and salad where I did tarry. 'Tis a jewel in the East End. And Zeke's, and a little unexpected, I feel. Hmm? What do you mean, Lord Van Zeke's? The slug and salad offers unusually fine dining for the locality, at least. Not an establishment you would expect to be patronized by a man without even a crumb of bread in his room. Oh! I'm gone. I got class in half an hour. Alright, see ya. Good luck in class. It's true, the menu lists premium crust of bread and glass of water in different levels of hotness. And you have this written in your journal. Okay. This is just the internet. I would have expected grubbery in the local vicinity to be more appropriate for your name. What? I am still biased against her. I am so biased against her. I apologize. It is just my character, one of my character, what is it called? Character thing. There's a part of my character that I judge her for everything. Character quirk? I don't know. Character flaw? There we go. All equally appetizing. I hate the sprite. Dude, this guy is cringe. I just wanted to try some water with a different pub for once. What's wrong with that? How different can water really be? You can ask those people who are like arguing about Dasani or something. I don't know. Or perhaps there's a more plausible explanation. A specific reason why I had to go to that particular establishment. Dude, this is what I get for not paying any attention ever to these games. This is what I get for not paying any attention ever. What is the court record? Give me a map or something. Mr. Natsume's lodgings. Wow. Wait. I guess not that one. Oh wait a second. Wait a second. You have the other end of the envelope, yeah. So I do have the other end of the envelope. Was I supposed to do this one? Let's see, examine. Oh, I can. Okay. They're like, oh. Yeah. Boom. Okay. So now I can do press. Skip this. I like the that was nice. You are not We're doing this. Yes. Not evidence. Okay. This one.
Take that!
Yes! He's thinking! He's thinking! I believe this torn off piece of envelope reveals the answer. Because it fits together perfectly with the envelope of that card that says submitted evidence earlier. Good lord, Miss Green's card, you mean? That's right, my lord, it reads. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the slug and stuff. Oh! Wait a second. Yeah, but... Wait. Can I read what it says? It's blank! Well, that's crazy. Uh-oh. Don't you, Mr. Shamsphere? Well... Excuse me. Can I say something? Yes? The card was delivered to me. Doesn't have anything to do with this odd man, does it? Well, you'd think so, yes, but it's... But... Not that card. Get...
Objection!
There we go. Upon carrying out the instructions of the note, you found yourself in a hospital. Yes, I did. It's terrible, everything that's happened to me. Yes, it is terrible. Oh! You can't say that. Yeah, you better... Screen, have a look at this, please. It's a torn off end of the envelope. Oh, is it? And it so happens that it fits together perfectly with the envelope of the note you received. Where did you find that? In Mr. Shamsphere's room. In my room. The Shamsphere? Do you perhaps remember this note from somewhere? Well, your actions that afternoon followed the instructions in the note to the letter. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th, and that's exactly where you went. Let me ask you again, Mr. Shamsphere. You already knew about this note, didn't you? You, Miss Green. Oh, what did I do? It's torn off end of the envelope proves the note was originally in Mr. Shamsphere's room. So how is it that it came to be in your possession? I don't have the first idea. I'm just a fledgling artist after all. There's only one explanation. You broke into Mr. Shamsphere's room and stole it. That's true. You did what? Thou hast what? You broke, thou were in my room? What on earth do you want with me? Alright. It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy up in here. It would seem that both witnesses need to testify again. Screen. Yes? Whilst you have in the court's sympathy, I'm sure, for the suffering you've endured in recent events, anyone found to be giving false testimony in the court of law will be duly punished. Please bear that in mind. Yo. Yo. Yes, she knows. Formal testimony on the subject of this curious anomaly regarding the note Miss Green claims to have received. The anomaly of the note. Okay. He does remember now. 'Twas a week ago. Pre-adventure. A note was delivered unto him. On the day writ therein, I did carry a long hour at the slugging saddle, yet nobody came. Thereafter, on the evening I shared the company of the Japanese fellow. I did see that note had vanished. I don't know what you mean. You think I snuck into this man's room, do you? Why would I? I could put out the villain here. As for that torn-off piece of envelope, I don't know anything about it. How can I receive this letter to you, Mr. Shamsir? Faith is so, my lord, and I would swear to have it set upon the table of my humble lodging. Yet 'tis clear to me now that since I returned from the tavern that night, I have not laid eyes upon it. Is that what you think? How unfair of you to think that I'm the one lying. I beg your pardon. I'm just a fledgling artist, as I said, and fledgling artists don't lie. The note was delivered to me at my address, besides. I don't know who the liar around here is. That's true, Miss Green. How do you explain the facts? This part of the envelope was, without question, found. I don't see why I should explain. Sorry? I'm a fudging artist. My job here is to say what happened. That's all. It's your job to get the explanation and the proofs. You, the fudging lawyer. Fudging will do his best. Yeah. Well, counsel, I'm ready, my lord. Very well then. Alrighty, let's, I'll be right back. That is so true. She did break into his room, somehow. And that's how she acquired the note. Two facts are starting to lead me to a possible explanation for all this. And it's not a pretty one. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Dang. That is crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe she did poison him. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hold it!
I'm starting to have to be a little bit more suspicious. I'm starting to be a little bit more suspicious. Strange to me as a foreign tongue, even with the knowledge of literature as great as mine known. 'Tis impenetrable. But Mr. Duncan Ross had lodgings in the same household as you. He was your neighbor, so surely you knew him, didn't you? Alack, If the choices be twixt I knew him and I knew him not. Then 'tis with foreboding that I be forced to declare we were by some small measured acquainted. Despite your claims that you followed the notes instructions and went to the slug and salad. Presumably that was nothing to do with your knowledge of literature. Marry not will have better of mind, sire, save for the lower curiosity. So 'tis true, I was compelled by mine own eager heart to betake myself to the town. Yet in the end, my curiosity was not satiated. On the day therein, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug and Salad. Even after waiting for an hour, nobody appeared. Well, yes, sire. Just as thou sayest. Really? You paused for a moment before you answered. In truth, when thou asked whether nobody appeared, I did suddenly recall. Really? You mean to tell the court that somebody did appear after all? I was not alone that night in the Slug and Salad, my lord. No, 'tis returning to me now. I did treat my lips to almost clear water and mine innards to a premium crust of bread. And all around me danced a great many companions. What do you mean? Flies, sire, flies! Good lord. In the name of Beelzebub? Beelzebub. From a midnight summer's dream come to taunt me? I think they were just flies. You can't have fingers the flies ought to choose something more wholesome to buzz around. Is that wrong of me? Thereafter, on the evening, I shared the company of the Japanese fellow. I did see the note had vanished. When exactly did you notice it had gone missing? Such idle thoughts nearly occupied my mind. I am busied with greater ideas. In other words, you didn't notice. Several days passed between your outing to the tavern and Mr. Natsume's visit to your room. So tired and irritable. I think it's funny he used the wrong word for Midsummer's Night's Dream. Wait, huh? Wasn't it Midsummer? Oh, yeah, Midsummer. I could have. Okay, these jokes just don't make any sense to me because I don't know anything about Shakespeare. Such idle thoughts near occupy my mind. I am busy with greater ideas. I did not study Shakespeare. That is my bad. Yeah, during that time, Miss Green was comatose in the hospital, was she not? I checked Google and it's midsummer, apparently. Wow. So it is midsummer. Yes, of course. It's all some sort of isn't it, Mr. Prosecutor, sir? You have so far failed to give a satisfactory explanation of how you came by the note. I am not here to advocate for your defense, madam. I won't tolerate inconsistencies in your story. Based and true. Van Zeeks. You would do well to remember that. Oh dear me. What's Lord Van Zeeks getting at? Stuck into this man's room? Do you? Why would I?
Hold it!
It seems that this note was actually delivered to Mr. Chancery about 1 week ago. Oh, does it? For some reason, it ended up in your possession. I can't think of any way that could have happened, except for you breaking into Mr. Chancery's lodging.
Objection!
But for what reason would the witness have done that? I won't deny that Miss Green's position in the note would appear to defy logic. However, until until and unless her involvement in this case can be proven in some other way. Any further pursuit of this note is meaningless. What were you saying before? You were not saying that before, Mr. Van Zeeks. No obvious reason why she would have done such a thing. What if there was some other reason she broke into his lodging? Should pursue that idea. Yeah, okay. We're so close. I can feel it. We're so close to a breakthrough. Why would she enter his lodgings? I can point out the villain here, and for that, as for that torn off piece number, I don't know anything about it.
Hold it!
So you don't want to tell the court the truth about the letter, is that it? I'm a fledgling artist, remember? Artists are nearly always introverted characters. Introverted. This fledgling doth readily cast aspirations about my nature. Yet I am an angel, a seraph. Birds do harmonize with my song. The wind doth frolic on my wing. Oh pity. Therefore dost thou accuse one so pure of heart, ample woman? Pure of heart? I don't think so. Even a fledgling like me can see you're just a failure. Tragedy. Thou shalt not know the true heart of an artist until thine instruction hereafter of mine by death. On the days of the years, alas, to enlighten thee, thou must wait so long and in vain. Check with some clever remark, Mr. Naruto. This is your chance to shine. I'm no Shakespearean actor myself. No, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's going to resolve this argument is evidence! Ah! It is evidence! Yes! Green did in fact break into Mr. Chancer's room. Okay. That leads me to one terrifying conclusion. Terrifying? Yes, I'm afraid to say. Yeah, this is terrifying. I do remember it now. 'Twas a week. On the day, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug of Salad. Thereafter, the note vanished. Okay, I am so scared.
Hold it!
Oh my god, no, I didn't mean to press. Oh my god. This is illegal.
Objection!
Oh my god. Oh my god. No shot. No shot. Oh my god. Uh-oh, Miss Olive Green, this is not looking good for you. This is not looking good for you. Oh, yikes. Holy crap. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. I was excited, but now I'm terrified. I'm terrified right now. According to the defense's independent analysis, Mr. Soames' chemistry said, the liquid that was still in the bottle was identified as styrene. What? Styrene? The very same poison that afflicted Mr. Shamsphere. Ah. Screen, you broke into this man's lodgings for one reason and one reason alone. To cover the end of that pipe that feeds the gas lamp in Mr. Shamsphere's room with poison! Oh! Strychnine, J. Strychnine. Look at him. He's like you. Oh my god. This crazy lady. No! Not Miss Green. Not Miss Green. She couldn't have done this. Can this be? You broke into my room to... It may seem incredible to the court, but from the remaining clues, there's only one logical conclusion. This can't be true! I don't believe this! No, she's not like that. No! One logical conclusion that we could reach. The person who attempted to take Mr. Shancer's life with poison was you, Miss Olive Green. Ah! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Me? Oh no! She's dead. Order! Order! Council, are you seriously suggesting this woman put poison on the end of the gas pipe with the intent to kill? Yes, my lord. There's no other way to explain the facts. But if Miss Green didn't set this odious trap 6 days ago, then the victim has put his mouth to the pipe that very evening, as suspected. Attempted murder would have happened 6 days ago, surely. That's a very good point. Not my lord. I beg your pardon. Oh! Oh my gosh. Van Zeek's with the... actually... Local residents were being interviewed throughout the night as part of the ongoing inquiry. A circumspect criminal would have likely chosen not to carry out any wrongdoing at that time. Lord of Van Zeek's! And of course, the following morning there was more activity at Mr. Shancer's address. More activity? Ah, yes! You mean his fellow lodger, Mr. Natsume, being arrested of suspicion of murder? That's right. And as the defense have already proposed, Mr. Shancer is meddling with the gas in the pipe for a very sinister reason himself. He caused the gas stove in Mr. Natsume's room to go out, thereby asphyxiating the occupant. Once Mr. Natsume has been arrested, his room was under constant surveillance by the police. In circumstances, Mr. Shancer had no reason to blow air into the gas pipe. The intended victim being in a prison cell. Hamper with the gas removed, the poison on the pipe lay dormant. Oh my god! The layers! The layers of this case. They go crazy. Right, Mr. Natsume's trial, which took place here at the Old Bailey, had come to an end. How did she know? How did she know to lace the pipe with what? This is like crazy. This is crazy. That resulted in Mr. Natsume returning to his lodgings for the first time in 2 days. Every night, his gas stove mysteriously went out, and Mr. Shancer was mysteriously poisoned. In conclusion, the poison that was present on the mouth of the gas pipe had been put there in the victim's room some 4 days earlier. Mary had a little lamb. That new understanding. It becomes clear that this letter was all part of the plan. What plan? The court will recall that the note gave instructions to visit the Slug and Salad at 5 o'clock, and that recipient should tell nobody else. The reason for those instructions are clear now. To ensure that the lodger would not be at home at the stated time. To make sure I wasn't home? Exactly. While you were out, Miss Green could safely slip into your room, knowing that she wouldn't be disturbed. You mean to say that letter was written by Miss Green? Yes. In order to cover her tracks, she took it away with her when she left. Oh my god. Just after she smeared poison over the mouth of the gas pipe in your room. Dude. Dude. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Green, this cannot be true. Miss, who are you? Why did you try to kill me? Miss Green's motive should be obvious. Oh my god. It's all tied up with someone whose name we've heard several times already during the course of this trial. So that's what's behind all this. Share your apparent understanding with the court, please. Please, counsel. Which person was behind this woman's motive for the attack on the victim's life? What the bruh? This guy? Oh! 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 He got... Oh!
Take that!
Oh my gosh! Before the defendant, Mr. Natsume, took up on the resident. Okay. Yep, somebody else was renting the room. Mr. Duncan Ross. I knew I'd heard the name somewhere else. It's all over the papers a month ago, when the man died in strange circumstances at the haunted lodgings. That does ring a bit. Of course, yes, I remember now. The young man, they claimed was strangled by the convict's curse or some such. No, but it was the gas. It was because Mr. Shams heard blowing into the gas pipe and causing gas to leak into the room. Oh my gosh. It was murder, plain and simple. This guy. Well, what do you know? The world is so unfair. Curses, curious death. That's all people care about. If it's an interesting story they want to know, it doesn't cross their minds that real people are involved. And once they're bored, just 1 month later, once the story's lost its appeal, everyone's forgotten him. You mean you? Duncan was... Mr. Ross is Miss Green's fiance. Fiance? You may not have known until now who Miss Green really is, Mr. Shamster. She's known exactly who you are all along, because you're her sworn enemy. Murderer who took the life of the man she was to marry. Miss Green, is it not the case that in order to exact revenge on Mr. Shamster, you smeared poison over the end of the gas pipe? Oh my god! Now accuse both parties. Yep. Yeah. 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 That's correct.
Objection!
Taking in a lungful of dubious gas. It's causing us what? Man, Zeeks, what are you? You're the one humping the gas, my lord. What the bruh? Baron Van Zeeks? Okay. No. My god, what is this? Dude, this guy. Mr. Reaper, my league. I have been slighted. 'Tis lies, all lies. I deny every utterance. You'll have to forgive me, Mr. Naruto, sir. But I don't intend to admit to anything either. Screen. I'm sure you'll think I'm being very rude, but I'm not going to be sent to the gallows for the likes of this scoundrel.
Objection!
But you broke into the man's room. If you didn't do it to smear poison on the pipe, what was your reason? Thought I'd had a look around, that's all. Sorry. You're right, I suspected him. So I thought perhaps I might find some evidence or something in his room. Evidence that it was him who took Duncan's life. Oh, veils, oh, villainy, oh, tyranny, oh, rotting of a woman. But in any case, where I leave my room, I do turn the key in the lock. The whole place is falling apart. The locks and the doors are no different. Duncan showed me once how to unlock the door with some turps and a piece of wire. Oh, awesomeness, oh, artfulness, oh, tyranny, oh, profanity of woman. What the bruh? We will consider you trespassing on some future occasion. For now, tell the court what you found, what evidence your search revealed. Well, I spotted the note that sent him lying on the floor. When I went to pick it up, I noticed something. Of the floorboards was loose, and underneath it, I discovered a secret hiding place. Yes, we also discovered that hiding place. Like we found a newspaper cutting, a photograph, and an empty tin box. Ah, yes. Well, the thing is, when I found it, the box wasn't empty. What? There's something in it? Yes. This rather nice key. What are you doing with that? Wait. He didn't notice the whole time? Give it here. Give it to me now. It's mine. I inherited it. What was that, witness? What did you say? You inherited it. I inherited that key. It's obviously important to you since you've gone to such lengths to hide it, so I took it. I don't know what it's for, but you took something precious from me, so I took something precious from you. So if it means you can't open something now, I don't care. Give it back this minute. Give it to me! Calm yourself, witness. So Mr. Chancer has tried and in one case succeeded to take the life of 2 lodgers now. Yes, his motive for doing so is the key to everything that's happened. It's true that there appears to be no motive to support the accusation against Mr. Chancer at first. But considering everything we know now, I think there is actually something that could explain it. What? Oh! Yes. Face slap. I'm sure that I just caught a glimpse of the link that runs through all these events. A key. In that case, counsel, I must demand that you present evidence in support of your claim. What is it that you say can explain the motivation for Mr. Kim? Okay, it's time to save my game. Okay, I can't think of anything else but this.
Take that!
Okay. That's an official police report, is it not? A solid file. How did you get a hold of that? Selden. Uh-oh. He's angry. The now sadly deceased Mr. Ross and the defendant Mr. Natsume have only one thing linking them. The fact that the lodging's in the same room. Well, yes. We know this certainly. A room that was formerly occupied by Selden. Until, that is, he was arrested by Scotland Yard for his involvement in multiple burglaries. I see. And so it happens that the convict Selden left behind one very substantial mystery when he died. The sum £1,000 worth of loot that he stole, which as yet remains to be found. Ah, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. It's written in this file here. £1,000 lost en route to hell. That was how the papers summed it up. And it seemed that one particular fellow inmate was with the convict. Wait, fellow inmate was with the convict in his final moment. It is not hard to imagine Selden entrusting that inmate with his most closely guarded secret, the location of the stolen loot, and perhaps a key to unlock whatever container the valuables were in. Oh! Ah, you mean this key is... Mr. Shanster, it was you, wasn't it? You were at the capital offender's side when he died, were you not? Well, what are you talking about? Just a false charge, I tell you! A false charge! The name of the inmate who was with Selden at his death isn't noted in this file, but a simple telegram to the prison where he died would quickly tell us how false the charges really is. But even if it's true, why would the man be so intent on killing every subsequent occupant of the convict's lodgings? There's only one explanation for that, my lord. Every room that Selden hid his loot. So it all comes out. Yes, and having established that, all of Mr. Shamster's subsequent actions start to make perfect sense. When he was let out of prison following Selden's death, he made immediately for Garrett's lodgings in the hope of renting Selden's old room. However, the retired army man was unable to offer him the accommodation of his choice. Because Selden's old room had already been let to somebody else, Mr. Duncan Ross. Which is why Mr. Chancellor subsequently devised his gas-based plot to kill the occupant of the room. When he was successful, he presumably intended to inquire about switching into the newly vacant room. However, a certain jittery someone had beaten him to it. Mr. Yes! Oh my gosh. So you decided to use the ploy with the gas again, didn't you, Mr. Chancellor? This time to oust Mr. Natsume. All for one simple and avaricious. Oh my god! Avaricious. Oh my god, Mr. Naruto, you know more English than me! All for one simple and avaricious. Jay learning so many new words today. Okay, I'm looking it up. What the bruh is avaricious? Avaricious. Having shown some extreme greed for wealth or material gain. How does it pronounced? Wait, let me
Varicious.
Avaricious?
Varicious.
Wait, is it just, is there no A? Is it just varicious?
Varicious.
It literally just says varicious. Avaricious? Is there no A? I'm gonna, wait. Let me look up a video of this word. Copy. The A is pronounced. I don't know why it's not saying that. Okay. Yeah, Google is not okay. Paste. Pronunciation. Okay.
Word avaricious. Definition.
Having
or showing an extreme greed for wealth or material gain.
Avaricious.
Meaning, characterized by an insatiable desire for wealth. Greedy. Word avaricious.
Avaricious. Okay, Naruto, with your avaricious. Get your hands on the 1,000 pounds of loot left behind by the dead convict. You. Well, Naruhodo, 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 Naruhodo. Listen, I want you to have me loot anything to stop the coppers getting their mitts on it. It's hidden in the room where I was lodging when they got me. Anyway, this is I literally Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Hodo. Dude, I literally said some DJ's mine. What did he just say? What did he say? It's mine. That loot is mine. He's going crazy. Mr. It's all lies. I don't accept any of it. Why should I? After all, you don't have a shred of it. You can't prove I killed that fellow. Forsooth, I'm the victim here, remember? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? If I don't admit to it, there's nothing you can do. Dude, this guy is crazy. You can't arrest me for the time being anyway. Barely, you can't arrest the victim, can you? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I'm so close. I just need a few more hours. I swore to myself that I'd get my hands on it, and I can almost taste it now. You think I just give up? There's no question in my mind now. This man is guilty through and through. But he seems so utterly intoxicated by the idea of that loot. I'm afraid that, however, the power he present will never admit to what he's done, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yeah, Naruhodo. I do say Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Pardon? There's one way I can finish him. Finish him! No. He's already committed the most heinous crimes to get his hands on that loot, which means all we need to do is find it first. A fine plan, were it not for the fact that the police thoroughly searched the room following the death of Mr. Ross. If it's there at all, it must be very well hidden indeed. Without conclusive evidence, I certainly cannot rule. If only there was some way we can find the convict's loot quickly. Final piece in this complex puzzle, but I think we might have it in our possession already. Or rather, I think we may have had something that can help us find where the loot is hidden. My lord, I raise my hand. Yes, counsel? The defense would like to make a proposal about how to find the late convict's hidden loot. I believe we are in possession of something that can give us a clue to its whereabouts. Okay, let's see. I have no idea. Your Honor, I have no idea. Look at this fool. It's our last chance, so it has to be worth a gamble. Besides, we've used the same technique once already, and it definitely paid off then. Oh my god. Oh, I know what to do.
Take that!
It has to be real. Let's go! I'm literally so smart. I'm literally so smart. Let's go. I was like, we have to use, Mr. Sholmes. We have to use.
I was like,
Wait, that's my stream. Wait, we don't want to listen to that. I was just unpausing my stream. Okay. We got this. Based on a wonderful new discovery in the field of forensic science with the great detective, Mr. Sholmes! Woo! Got him! A great detective? Is that some kind of joke? Dude, he was like, is that some kind of joke? You can't even see my face, but like, my God, his eyebrows are like, actually, doom, vine boom, dude, crazy. I wish I saw that face again. Uh-oh, Mr. SHAM. I think the great Bardock recognized such a title when he hears when Mr. SHAM spear. Oh yeah, perhaps we should compete for the honor of most ridiculous title. Ah! 'Tis Herlock Sholmes himself! What are you doing here, great detective? Usual haunter, the filthy back streets of the capital, are they not? Ah, Mr. Reaper, it's been too long. I see your complex have worsened since we last met. Mr. Sholmes, does he know Lord Van well enough to say something like that? Mr. Sholmes, though you may be heralded as the great detective by the population at large, that does not give you the right to come and go in my courtroom as you see fit. Hey, you're not ready. If you haven't seen my new video, this is the part where I go. Oh yeah. Mr. Sholmes' newly developed scientific method has helped us to uncover the vital clues in this case already. Clues, you say? I call them skin prints, my lord. My method identifies every location touched by an individual under scrutiny. It is the method by which we are able to ascertain this gentleman's gas pipe activities. You sound like a dork. No! No! You only need a small sample of something the individual has previously touched to make an indicator solution. In your case, sir, I use the teacup you have been holding. Elementary. So now, Mr. Naruhito. Oh yes. What am I to use as a sample to make the indicator solution this time? Thank you for offering to help Mr. Sholmes. When the convict was arrested, he was living in what was now Sosuke's room. We need a sample to help locate Salden's loot that is hidden in his own room. What form will the sample take? Okay, so if it was in his room, we need something that convict guy was touching. So wait, people? Oh my god! Oh my god, that's right! That's so true! Oh my god! Oh my god! Need something of Selden's in order to create the indicator solution to find his loot. Something the convict don't happens to be in the possession of somebody listed in the court record. Upon my word, Mr. Naruto, your powers of reasoning appear to be on the up. Bro, that was not my brain! That was Mr. Solo Kissin. Which person? Yes, please.
Take that!
Take that! Miss Green. Ah, me? What do you want with me? The key around your neck, if you please. Sorry? No. No! I knew you'd struggle. I had to step in. Oh, okay. My brain's not as wrinkly. There's not as many neuron fire activations. There will be remnants of secretions from the man's skin on its surface that we could use. Very true. That is the sample we need. Using it, we can create the indicator solution required for Mr. Sholmes' skin print seeker. And find out exactly what Selden touched in the room he used to rent. Ah! Mr. Sham's here. As one great to another, I assure you. If the late convict's hall is hidden... Dude, his hall! Oh my god. Is hidden somewhere in his former lodgings. I shall uncover it in no more than 30 minutes. Dude. Oh yeah. The U-Haul. Dude, this is crazy. Now we get to listen to the epic music. Sorry, I apologize. I do not. Okay. Oh. So, Mr. Shamsphere, the truth is well within our grasp now. As such, you will never get your hands on Southern's stolen wealth. Oh my god. In that case, I'll gladly let Mr. Sholmes have this key. No! Oh! Give it to me! The detective shan't have it! It's over, Mr. Shamsphere. No! No! You're out of options now. There's only one thing left for you to do. Admit your guilt. Whoa! Oh, Shamsphere, despair. Thy name. Oh. And he made the confetti already appear. I never intended to kill the man. I just wanted to drive him out of the room. That's all. So you had to find a zombie. He's dead. So you had time to find the convict's hall of stolen goods. Yet after you killed the young man, you still didn't move into the room. As the landlord, of course, I pleaded with him, but he refused. Why? I was 3 months behind with the rent, for one thing. Yep. Segura really has a lot to put up with. He had the gas repair work done immediately afterwards, putting the room out of action for a while. And then, this Japanese man swooped in just at the right moment to sign the new lease. Poor Mr. Natsume. What unfortunate time. 5 days ago, after the incident on Briar Road when the Japanese fellow got himself arrested. I thought I finally had my chance, but it wasn't to be. No, the scene was sealed off and guarded by the police night and day. If I remember rightly, Mr. Sholmes spent the whole day in there reading books. I couldn't even enter the room, let alone search for the loot. which is why, on the day Mr. Natsume was acquitted and returned to his room, you once again tried your trick of blowing air into the gas pipe that feeds the stove in his room. Unbeknownst to you, however, that action would lead you into a deadly trap. William Shakespeare. How does it go, to be or not to be? That is the question. From Shakespeare's Hamlet to Act 3, Scene 1. Well, let me tell you, in your case, it's not to be. That is the answer. You deserve to die for what you've done. That's true. I mean, not like that, but like, that's true for her. Because she was the one who poisoned him. At first, I really did think it was just a terrible accident. I'll never forget our conversation the night before Duncan died. Gas supply in my new lodging is a complete disaster, you know all of it. The gas supply? Yes, the stove always seems to go in and out in the middle of the night for some reason. That's no joke. They say it's the convict's curse. Oh, Duncan, please, don't stay there. I don't care how cheap it is. Alright then, if that's important to you, I'll start looking for a new place. There are spare rooms at my house. Why don't you leave that horrible room tonight? No, I'd better not. We said we'd wait until we graduated before we told our parents, remember? That was the last time we ever spoke. That very night. No, that's so sad. If only I knew it was going to happen, I'd have insisted you left that horrible room that instant. Instead, all I've been left with is bitter regret. So I stopped going to school. Something kept drawing me back to the house on Briar Road. I saw a stooped Eastern looking man with a mustache coming out of the house one day I was there. He walked up on the road to the grub scrubbery for some food, so I followed him and sat myself down next to him. He had some watery-looking soup and started to pick a quarrel with the publican. That place is cursed, I tell you! Cursed! The ghost of that convent who used to live there is trying to suffocate me! I wake up in the middle of the night, freezing to death because the stove has gone out. The room's full of gas, I can hardly breathe. But the pipes have been checked, no problem there. It's like, I'm the problem. That's what they're thinking. But how could that be? Duncan was gone, and now this man had almost suffered the same fate. Could it really be a curse? A rumor I heard about how the gas companies go around investigating gas installations. A rumor? Ah, you mean... Yes, everybody's heard the stories, it seems. We're almost done with we're almost done. We're almost through. Everybody's heard the stories, it seems, about how they go checking the pipe. How anything connected to the gas can be extinguished by blowing air into the pipework. That's when it started. A little flicker of doubt in the back of my mind that just wouldn't go away. Was it really an accident now? Once I had the idea, it wouldn't leave me alone. It plagued me day and night. So I bought this at one of the black markets at the East End. A black market? I'd never been. It's just I heard people talk about them. And you can really buy anything you think of there. In some ways, being able to get my hands on this so easily made me even more determined. I had to find out one way or another. Was Duncan's death an accident, or was it murder? I knew chosen methods for establishing the truth was simple, but highly effective. Smear poison on the gas pipe you suspected the man of tampering with and wait. If Mr. Sainsbury was innocent, nothing would come of what you've done. But if he was guilty, he would pay for his crimes dearly. I found the name of the man I suspected, William Shamsphere, and I wrote him this little note. Information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. He's done it. I knew that would worry him enough, so he'd sure to be go. So I waited to see if it worked. And of course, Mr. Shamsphere followed the instructions to the letter. Okay. I just want to say, this case was just completely well made. This was a really, really good case. And there's nothing much I gotta say. It's just that, like, it was so good because of how confused you are. I mean, maybe other people are just like so high IQ that they can like kind of see how this gets together. But like, first you think like, oh, there's poison in the tea, and then you have to figure out where the poison actually was. This is a good case. This is great. Yeah. And like, I did not even suspect her. It was like the thing where it's like you have to choose who the actual killer is, and then it actually took me so long to choose who it was. It took me like, oh my goodness. It took me actually like doing the saves and like, okay, it couldn't be her. Oh my, and when I chose her, it's like, what? It's actually her? She's the one? Oh my god. I didn't believe it at all. I should have known. All the time praying the devil's work wouldn't be done, and that was all just some wild fantasy. Actually, no. All the time praying that the devil's work would be done, and that the culprit would get his just desserts. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, 3 days ago, when you were first stood in the dock before me, this whole affair seemed relatively straightforward. Yes, my lord. I certainly never imagined the depths of depravity that we should subsequently find lurking behind the scenes. It had been a long road, my deputy's friend. Oh, yes. Once I certainly did an envisage walking. Okay. I understand Van Zeke's knowing more English than me. Envisage? What? And what I clearly didn't envisage. What the bruh is envisage? 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 Walk? Like I didn't envision? Envisage? Is that this? Okay, like I didn't envision walking it with you. And one I certainly didn't envisage walking with you. Nevertheless, together we have reached the light at the end of the tunnel, as it were. Envision, but more French. Okay. But Miss Green, yes, my lord? This is gonna be a great YouTube video. I can't wait to actually, like, edit this so that it's actually good. Okay. You will henceforth be stripped of your freedom, and punishment for the attempted murder of Mr. William Shamsphere. Yes, I know. But, William Shamsphere, he's the guy who actually murdered the guy, so you bet, yeah. Yeah, as for you, Mr. Chancer, you'll be tried for the murder of Mr. Duncan Ross in cold blood. As a subsequent attempted murder of Mr. Sasuke Natsume here present. Yeah, you bet. So now I hear What up? Yes. Yesterday at the hospital, when you and your friends stopped me from... Yeah. Ending your life by drinking what was left of the poison bottle. I wasn't myself. I can't even really remember what was going through my mind. You're not to be, I suppose. That is a question that's so hard to answer, it seems. Well, personally, I'm glad of your being here, Miss Green. Oh, and I'd like to believe that it's a blessing Mr. Chancer didn't die when he ingested the poison. For your sake, at the very least. I think, yeah, it's pretty like, what's it called? It's pretty good that, I mean, it makes sense that he didn't die. Like, the poison was spread there, like a lot of days ago, and then he literally only just blew in it, and then, yeah. But, it makes sense that he didn't die. Because of you, I choose life, not death. And now you've made the truth come out at last. Really, I can't thank you enough. Sasuke Natsume. Yes, my lord? The court declares that you are exonerated from all blame in this matter. Accordingly, I would like to call upon the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to present a verdict of not guilty. We are in full agreement, my lord. Let's go. I hereby declare the defendant not guilty! There's the confetti that Mr. Sham's here. He's hanging on the roof somewhere. He's flying above everybody. I had to say that just in case I didn't want him to actually be hanging in that way. He's flying like a circus, like a magician. 23rd February, 3:24 p.m. The Old Bailey defendants and to chamber. Oh yes, yes at last. Divine justice duly done. Divine justice? My dear fellow, if it were any divine justice in this world, you would shave that mustache. Whoa! Whoa, Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes? I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one. No, this has nothing to do with my mustache. So true. Some say that a luxuriant mustache is a sign of physical prowess, Mr. Sholmes. Welcome, student Mr. Naruto Squire, once again, you saved me from doom. I'm very happy to be able to help Mr. Natsume. Congratulations on your acquittal. Your second is almost as many days. Oh yeah. I first was acquainted with and gained affection for English literature whilst in our great homeland empire. And then, by a twist of fate, I was brought to the land that bore the fruit of that literature. Only the city of bricks and mortal became my prison. Try as I might, I never found my feet here. In the end, I confined myself to my room and lived life through friendly old books. Had such a difficult time, haven't you? Ah, but a week ago now. I dragged you out of that dark and dingy room of yours, did I not? You did, and I've seen more of life in this week than all of my years to date. And for the first time, I feel I've begun to see the true face of the English that's so far been hiding from me behind that wall of fog. My My dear fellow, there's nothing special about the true faith of English, as you put it. Wheresoever what goes out in the world, humans are human. There are few genuine differences. Yes, I think you're right. I finally started to see that, and I've come to understand something. I've worked out why I was attracted to English literature in the first place. It made me see that, well, that whatever our nationality, we humans have all the same hopes and fears. We're all just doing our best to live. Well said, I've come to feel the same way. I've made a decision too. I'm going to cut short my study tour here and return to Japan. What? I mean, yeah, it's gonna. Just when we become friends here in England. What a terrible shame. Oh, I know, that does tug at my heartstrings, it really does. But I've decided I'd like to take everything I've learned here in Britain and write something of my own. A novel of sorts, I suppose. Oh my, so you'll be creating your own literature, Mr. Natsume. How wonderful. Oh well. No, I mean, I wouldn't presume to call it literature. Why not? Then what is precisely the definition, Mr. Mustache? I suppose you're right. Yes. It will, in a way, be literature. But as of now, all I know is that I'd like to try my hand at writing. I have no delusions of grandeur. I, for one, would love to read your work. Well, all things considered, it may be for the best. After all, you have once again emerged victorious from a battle with the Reaper. Ah! That's very true. And there is no salvation for a person in the dock when the Reaper is the prosecutor. Please no! Though the desire to return post haste to the perceived safety of your homeland is what I quite understand. My goodness, yes, faced with such a terrifying prospect. Nobody would consider that cowardly, I'm quite sure. But that's not why I'm leaving. I mean it. Please be Van Bonsai. And that was the case that we found ourselves. Wait, never mind. Just in case Sam didn't return to Japan and submitted a report about both of you. No, I wanted Van Zeeks to be nice, but he wouldn't do that because Sosuke. Wait, Natsume. Sosuke was the one who said the objection. Though. I know. I wanted Van Zeeks to be like, I'm actually not gonna kill you. I'm actually not gonna set you on fire like I did the other guy. Barely any time later, Sam is given that news and she must return to Japan as well. On the back of a telegram stating falsely that her father had... Wait. This is why my brain cannot do this. Jay. The only possible explanation that comes to mind is what happened after the trial. You know very well that Magnus Gilden was not set by fire by Van Zeeks. No. You know, a little bit of controversy. That was the entire final case of the first game, kinda.